Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the, I guess, the penultimate episode of the season 6, and we're gonna get started with the Paris Saint-Germain game versus Real Madrid. And unfortunately for us, I don't know what the manager was thinking, but we were benched, and it turned out to be a loss for us, a 2-1 loss at home, so that makes it even worse. I don't know why I was benched for this. I was doing well in the league, I was doing well in the cups and everything, and he just decides to bench me. And the last time this happened was in the Barcelona game a couple seasons back. And we're gonna get into the next one, which I actually play, and we'll see how that all goes down. And we're gonna get straight into the second leg of the Champions League versus PSG.
The cameras are fixed to one man facing his former club. He'll want to make a point live on EA TV.
So yeah, I know we're not the youngest like Rodrigo there in his presentation, but we still wanted to see if we can claw back, because now we're away. If we can get a goal, we can get two, that would be a lot better for our chances of succeeding and trying to get through. Obviously, losing in the first leg was something that just really hurt to know, because especially with the fact that I didn't play that match for whatever reason. The coach can make whatever decisions he wants, but the player, when he wants to play, he wants to play, and you can't really tell him to not. But we can't make that many good chances against PSG. Their defense is really solid. And Rodrigo there, no shame, and just scores and celebrates against his old club. And here I get a chance, but somehow I don't get a good strike on it. I look like I'm falling over. The game says I kicked it out, but I'll never know what I hit. And then really in the last minutes of the game, they just hold the ball as best they can. We really couldn't make anything else. I mean, their defense is probably the best I've ever faced against. And I wanted a lot of through balls, a lot of the typical passes that we would make during the season and whatnot, but nothing was working, and I couldn't seal away one of the chances I got. And yeah, we end up losing 1-0 here, 3-1 on aggregate, and that is the end of our Champions League run. And I'm devastated because we don't even get to play the Copa de España final against Atletico either, and I'm just like at a loss of what to even make of all this. I immediately submitted a transfer request after that Paris loss, and I really just, I don't know. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't feel like it's helpful to be here anymore. Being dropped from the PSG game is something that you don't want to see. I let it slide the first time I was here. I let it slide when it was the Barcelona game, because I just got here, and it's worth doing that attempt. But I've been here for at least a year, almost 2 years now, and that was unacceptable to me. So we're gonna get straight into the Barcelona game here.
There is no bigger game in Spanish football, and they're certainly the two most successful teams with such passionate fans. Stay with us. We'll bring you all the action live from Catalonia as Barcelona face Real Madrid.
So yeah, match day 35, we basically have sealed or secured the La Liga title, and I basically planned out when to make this specific thing right here. I remember the competition record was 50 goals, and I thought, Messi is the one who holds that record, and I feel like it would only be appropriate for me to break the record in an El Clasico, if I even can break the record there. And I made sure that I was just maybe one or two away, so that if I were to only score one, I would make it even. So it would be me and him that hold the record. And yeah, we get a goal here in the early beginning of the game. It's not a fantastic goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. And Barcelona here near the end of the first half actually make up something that gives them a chance here. They score it. I have no idea what my defense is doing. Courtois doesn't even get a hand to it, and the defender just slide tackles there. And Valverde, another ex-Real Madrid, no shame, celebrates with his new team. Obviously, they can do what they want, but I just feel like a little bit more respect should be shown to your old teams. I know there's a lot of debate around that. You're not contractually obligated to not celebrate against old clubs, but it's something that goes above contracts and whatnot and brands and whatever there shall be. And we get a nice little through ball here. I'm surprised my teammate even put that away, because it's not. I would probably attempt it because I'm confident in my ability, but I didn't think he would go for it. But it ends up working. And we get a nice 3-1 win against Barcelona. The league is basically done. And yeah, this is basically the end of our league season. But obviously, like I said in the previous episode, we will have World Cup games. I still have to play those, so I will get those done as soon as possible, so I can have those for the next episode. And we're going to get two clips next that have no start, because they are the ends of two games. And the reason I have them recorded is because I wanted to see when we would lift the La Liga title, because I think at this point we had it secured, especially with the result against Barcelona. But I thought we had to play a home game and to see the trophy get lifted, because they don't do it on away games. And we get a nice easy goal here. But I recorded this game because it was like, oh, it's the home game. They'll probably lift it here. And they did start doing the celebration. The typical Championes chant that they start doing. And then the commentators were like, oh, we're gonna have the trophy lift in the next home game. And I was thinking to myself, this is the last home game of the season. I don't know what other home game they're talking about. So I don't know if this is something weird that happens. But with this campaign wrapped up, this makes 3 La Liga titles in 2.5 years. I have no idea who's done that, but sounds nice to have 3 titles in less than 3 years. Because I came in during the winter transfer window, and we did end up winning that season as well. You can see there that they start doing the celebrations for it, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I can keep the recording going, because they'll probably show the trophy lift. Because we obviously won and we secured it, and there was a match before this. Before the Barca one. There was news and stuff that was like, oh, if they get a point or win against Celta Vigo, then they have the trophy secured. And I was like, okay, let's see if we can have a draw against Celta Vigo. And we ended up beating them in the last second or something. I forget the actual score, but we'll have the calendars up in a bit. And yeah, they didn't do the trophy celebration there. So I was like, I'll just record the end of the next one and see if they do it. Um, Even though I would imagine they won't because it's an away game. But I really have no idea when the trophy lift is. I feel like that's another thing that they should include in calendars. Like, oh, this is when you will lift the league trophy, and that'd be a lot better, a lot easier to know. Because sometimes I forget to look at the news and see like, oh, this is that, this is this. Because you will see in the next two frames that I do forget some of that news because it has the generic ones. So yeah, those were the final two league games. After that, there's not really much else. In one of the calendar shots, you will see that those two were in fact the last ones. Yeah, there was one game. Now that I look at it, there was one game in the league I think that I missed. And here you can see I got the golden boot. I got announced as player of the tournament, and here are the goals and everybody else, the assists and everybody else. I'm surprised I got 24 assists really, because last season I got like 7 or something, and the manager was really hounding about assists and whatnot. And I get UCL player of the tournament, and it looks like PSG ended up winning the whole thing. And yeah, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the road along with me. Some of it's been really tough to deal with, especially with the PSG loss. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode for some World Cup action. I'll see you guys. Peace.